Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We are here with Brandon and Molly, and we're going to demonstrate all the obedience commands she's learned here at school, the training equipment that we're using, and lots of motivation. I mean, Brandon has a clicker, the occasional treat, lots of praise, a 6-foot training leash, and a couple other training collar options that we'll go over when Molly goes home tomorrow. Now we're doing our training session inside because it's windy, it's blowing a gale, and there's a lot of activity around here. The first command that Brandon's going to show you is proper leash walking, which is Molly heel.
Molly heel.
Now at this point Molly's got a job to do, and even though she's a baby, we expect her to walk relatively nicely at your left. Shoulder blades roughly even with your left side, no forging ahead, no lagging behind, and again when you stop we want her to sit. Now we have a nice little mat out here, which is where a lot of times we'll use for service dog training, emotional support dogs, where Molly gets on that mat and she knows she's supposed to perform a task, whether it's a sit stay or a down stay. Brandon's going to show you the sit stay.
Stay.
Then with a young puppy, keep your sit stays 10 to 15 seconds.
Sit. No, sit.
And if she has a tendency to want to get up or lay down, you can put a little tension up on that leash so she can't lay down. So have her hold this sit stay for 10-15 seconds, working up to 30-40 seconds and eventually 3 minutes. Brandon can return back to Molly.
Good job.
He gives her a click for doing a really good job. You can hear him verbally praising her as well. And they take off heeling again.
Sit. No, sit. No, sit. Come on, sit.
And he can also apply a little pressure to her rear. But this is one of the difficulties sometimes with a young puppy, is that when you lose their focus, it's a challenge. And for us as trainers, sometimes we have to pick and choose our battles, when to really reinforce it. I mean, ideally, when I ask a dog to sit, or we do here, we expect them to sit. What we're going to set up next for is going to be the down from heel position. So always have Molly seated first. You're going to take your left open palm, push it towards the ground. Very good. Down and stay. And she should hold this down stay at home for 30 seconds and give it a lot of time, up to 5 minutes.
Stay.
These are great kind of tools and tricks and training techniques that you're going to want to use inside your home, because it's going to teach her that she's got to greet your guest with 4 feet on the ground. She's got pack leaders in the house. I mean, whoever's involved in her daily life should do a little bit of work with Molly, should make her heel, sit, stay, even if it's for 10 or 15 minutes per training session.
Sit.
Very good automatic sit. We're going to do that down again.
Down. Stay.
And some dogs, you know, and you could see Molly sometimes would hesitate with the sit stay. The down stay she loved. So Brandon's going to have her hold that, and then he's going to call her out of that. The command is Molly, come.
Molly, come. Sit.
And the idea is that when you call Molly, obviously she comes. And then when she comes to you, she sits. And it's a good way to teach her, again, to come when called. But when she gets to you, she's keeping all 4 feet on the ground and ideally sitting.
Sit. No, sit.
And that was good. Brandon said sit, maybe sit one more time, but then the next correction was no and sit. So Molly is a sweet, sweet puppy. We've 2 amazing golden retriever puppies here at school. Molly and little Mr. Tucker Vile was here as well. Great examples of the breed. Your dog now is a chow hound, so you don't have to worry about her kind of grazing and cooking home-cooked meals. And I think when she heard chow hound, she's ready for some dinner. So we want to thank you so much for trusting us with Molly. She's been an absolute pleasure. You guys have done a great job with her before she came, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow around lunchtime. And we want to thank you so much for using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.